Hello there, awakened ones, beautiful ones. This is Monica Bermudez, an intuitive quantum energy healer. I am coming in with the energy forecast for this month of November. It's coming in channel from the Sacred Heart. And what's the theme that's coming up so far? Just now getting to this video as I was integrating so many energies after my Bali experience. So integrating those energies from the land and from the energy transmissions itself. A lot of download of information from there as far as like the connections to the inner earth itself, and a lot in alignment with some of the stars as well for within that constellation. So, some of the things that are coming up that I have been noticing, and the universe does also show different signs as well, especially with how, this month has some very important key dates that I want to highlight. Before I jump into the 5 most important things to know about this month, is that first of all, the astrological events happening are massive, right? We just came out of like a numerous amount of retrogrades for these past few months. But right now in the month of November, we have 3 planets that are in retrograde actually. And Mars actually just went into retrograde towards the end of October. And this, so just to explain, when a planet goes into retrograde, it usually means a lot to do with the inner work of retrospective. So it gives us this opportunity to go deeper within. And so with the Mars energy is all about actions and taking, up your passions. So because it's inward, it's about reviewing and retrospecting about your own passions and where it is that you have passions for in life. So this could be a review and reflection of the things that in the past that you've done that maybe they just no longer ignite your passion, and there's something new that is resurfacing and boiling to be your next adventure, your next passion. And so that's what this energy of Mars offers, this opportunity to really be in that space of reflection for that. And so Mars will be in retrograde until January, very appropriate for the beginning of the year of 2023, which is numerology speaking, it's the number 7. So to me, the 7 is about some spiritual cycles of the spirituality in our life. So going through this evolutionary cycle of our spiritual cycles and going into a new beginning in a new chapter in that spiritual cycle itself. And so for this month of, the other planets that are in retrograde, excuse my dog. So some of these other planets that are in retrograde, the other one is Neptune and Uranus. And so these planets are going into the subconscious level because Neptune also has association with water. And so Neptune and Uranus are associated in that way. So it's the going within your own creativity and exploring those areas of creativity that are expanding even more so. So that's, recap some of the major astrological events for this month. And then, the key dates to know is that November 8th, which is very soon, depending on your time zone, we're going to be in this total lunar eclipse, which is a blood moon, and it's also a full moon. So it's a combination of many energies that I'm already feeling. And I'm going to do another separate video to talk more about this total lunar eclipse and full moon energy, and some things to prepare for it, as well as provide a guided meditation. So if you really are enjoying, these videos, please share with others as well. Click like and subscribe to my channel so that you will receive, all of these other powerful messages and powerful meditations and powerful channelings of insight of some of these energy forecasts that are occurring so that we are better prepared. And then, in the same week, we also have this 1111 portal activation that's very, very powerful. And, one of the things I want to share about my personal story with eclipses, because right now we're like in the middle of 2 eclipses. We had the partial solar eclipse that happened in October. And that in itself was very powerful too, because that was all about our power, which is leading into this month of November as well. And just so you know, the effects of the eclipses of the energy last for months and months. And so my personal experience with these eclipses has always been very transformative. And I feel that I am going into this new chapter myself, which is why I want to do a whole separate video to talk more about it and share some more insight and stories about it. And so on the same week, on 11/11, is a very powerful gateway that is tied in with this energy of the eclipse as well. But it also has to do with the manifestation and setting the intentions, and we're going to have some really deep upgrades of our DNA. And so I am leading a group to facilitate with these upgrades and do it with such powerful intentions with the light language. So if you're interested, the links are in the description for registration. So then after that, in the week of Thanksgiving, I believe like it's November 23rd or so, which is around the signs of Sagittarius, when we switch from Scorpio to Sagittarius, we will be in this powerful new moon. So that week is Thanksgiving for those who are in the United States. It's a holiday. And so that's going to be a new moon week of energy. And that in itself will also be a very powerful one, because what we release during a full moon is also going to serve in setting those intentions for the 11/11 gateway and as well as for the new moon. So the 5 things to know, I'm going to share these 5 things about November, and then I want to do a mini card reading, and this is going to come from the Oracle card from the ancestors. And so first, let me get into the 5 things to know about this month and the energy that I'm feeling for this. So number 1 is that this month feels like a abundant and wealth type month because of all the ones that are, shown. So you have like the number 11, and the number 11 is, a master number. But to me, for some reason, it just feels like a month of the abundance and wealth, and about really setting those intentions and working on those intentions. If you don't feel like you're in a place of abundance and wealth, then it's really a time to really set those intentions of how to feel more abundant in wealth inside, because that's where it all starts, is inside. And feeling the energy of it, and the rest will come in its place in the physical material in itself too. So that's where, all the energy really starts. But for me, this month does feel like an abundant and wealth type month. Number 2, it also is a month of manifestation, because the number 1 has to do with new beginnings, and it has to do with creation. So when you have like a lot of ones present, then it feels like there is, this double manifestation and creation that is happening. And number 3 is that I'm feeling this pull, or in other words, like this calling of the universe. It's the calling of the universe for something new. So this pull is really like, because I consider ourselves to be like the universe. So it's really coming from the soul, your own soul, calling you for a shift and a new calling into this, stepping into this whole new purpose and mission, a new chapter. And number 4, so the reminder to maintain our focus in the heart, because with the 1/1, it also equals to 2, right? And 2 is like a number of this duality. And so reminding ourselves that despite of this duality world that we live in this world that, we also come with polarized, shadow and light, that we can still maintain our focus and balance within our own heart. And so finally, it's about a flow and dance with the universe. So I'm feeling this dancing rhythmic energy, which is also, in other words, like a flow and flowing with the universe. And that's probably some of the retrograde energy, where it's a bit of a surrendering, but it's a surrendering to this trust within yourself, within your own higher self and the universe, that anything that you're going through with any struggle, that everything always has a solution. There's always a way to find that synchronicity, that rhythm of finding the solution and the way to get untangled from something that's no longer suitable in your life, or you've just completed that cycle. And so it's a flow, it's a dance. And so I feel like there's also like literally, maybe if we do like more dancing or tune into more music, that this would also help with some of the releasing and some of the energy that we may feel stuck or stagnant when we find ourselves in certain situations that no longer work for us. And I feel like with dancing, like literally dancing or doing some kind of movement with your body, whether that be like some kind of yoga dance or something, that it will ignite this energy as well, ignite these passions, insight, and creativity, which also goes in flow with some of the retrograde planets that we're in at this time. So I want to share this reading with you. I pulled up this card from our Ancestors Oracle card message of what wants to come through for this month of November. And the reason why I was feeling the call for this Ancestral Oracle card, because this month also feels like our reconnection with our ancestors. And I just led a very facilitated a very powerful circle and group of the quantum ancestral journey with a lot of powerful energy transmissions on November 1st, which is the Day of the Dead, which is celebrate to honor the ancestors. And it also includes in, I believe it's in the Catholic religion, but the All Saints Day. And so this was a mixture of so many energies, and they were very powerful. A lot of it coming from our star family, and because when, I feel like most of us do have a cosmic soul connection to many of the different planets within our galaxy and our universe. So if you're interested, the recording is available, and all the description information links are in the description area of my YouTube channel. So here's the message that wants to come through from our ancestors, is to be an open channel. So you can see here. And so what this is saying about mediumship, ancestors, and spirits, so in general, what I'm picking up intuitively from this message is that while we are in this state of reflection, in a state of more meditative and, a state of being in this flow and this dance, to be open to the messages from your ancestors and the message from your own guides and what is coming through for you in your next direction, in the next chapter of your life, and the changes that you're going through and the changes you're trying to get out of, whatever situation. If you're finding yourself in one of those toxic situations or you feel stuck, that you always have that support, and the support coming from your own guides and spirits and the ancestors, and just be open to that channel and trusting your own higher guidance as well to what is coming through for your next steps and the things that are, manifesting or that you desire to manifest in your life. And so that is the message that is coming through for this month of November's energy forecast. and click like, and share with others if this, helps you. And stay tuned for some more videos like this, where messages and sharing energy forecasts, as well as some more guided meditations as well. So subscribe so that you are in the news, in the know of what video is coming out. All right, so I look forward to connecting with you very soon. I am sending you all so much love. Take care and bye for now.